Good afternoon, Shikha.
Hi, Rishma.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and the placement team.
I come in with around 10 years of experience, primarily in the financial services sector. In my last assignment, I was working with an executive search firm and was responsible for leadership hiring across investment banking organizations. Here at Imarticus, I look after placements.
How important are placements to Imarticus?
The basic premise why Imarticus was founded was because of the fact that the idea was to bridge the gap between academia and the industry. Having said that, I think placement is a very critical offering to all the students who get enrolled at Imarticus Learning, and we here in the placement team are committed to provide the right job for the right candidate.
What is the placement process at Imarticus?
We follow an 8-step placement process in Imarticus. Start right from the point the student visits our center. We begin with counseling the student. The chief faculty sits down and counsels the students, wherein we try and align their interest and their abilities to the jobs and opportunities available in the investment banking industry. Next is unique certification. The students undergo a unique certification program across operations and technology. Next is company selection. The Imarticus management comprises of very senior professionals from the investment banking industry, which ensures a very strong network within this space. Fourth, I think, is job preparation. From the day one the student enters into the Imarticus Learning Institute, we are actually trying to make him corporate ready. So right from our domain training experts to our soft skills trainers to the placements team, everybody works in tandem to make the candidate job ready. Followed by interview preparation. The Imarticus management believes that each of our students need to be equipped with the instruments or the skilled resources so that they're able to ace all the interviews each time and every time whenever they appear in front of an organization. So here at Imarticus, what we typically do is that the placements team and the soft skills trainers and the domain trainers do a lot of mock interviews, a lot of mock assessments before the candidate kind of really goes into a live scenario, so that he's equipped to crack the interview the first time.
How do you prepare your students for placements?
I think the preparation, as I said, starts from day one. Now the preparation is very, we try and address all the facets. Like for example, we address the domain. We have very senior people who train the students on the domain of investment banking. Then we have structured soft skills interventions which help our students to enhance their communication abilities, to understand the corporate ethos, to understand what works and what doesn't work in the corporate organization. We also give invite a lot of people, senior leaderships from various IB firms to come and interface with our students so that they get a flavor of the industry, what's really happening, what's really not happening, and they probably sit down and share their insight into the industry. I think all these things together with the mock assessments, with the vivas, with the placement interviews that we do here at Imarticus, really makes the guy ready.
What do you think are the 3 main causes for not getting placed?
I think there would be various reasons for a candidate to get rejected at various levels in an organization when he gets interviewed. If you really ask me to club them, I think there would be broadly 3 categories. One would be the domain that he's getting interviewed for. So if he's not fit for the domain, he would obviously get rejected. Second would be the communication skills, the communication abilities of the candidate. Third would be an organizational, cultural or expectation mismatch. So we here at Imarticus try and address all 3 by training the guy on the domain, so he's definitely industry ready when he kind of hits the organization. 2, there are a lot of soft skills interventions, so we we take care, we ensure that he enhance his communication abilities. He really knows how to behave himself, conduct himself in a corporate world. The third level, how we try and manage the expectations is right from the time the student visits us. We sit down with him and we tell him how the investment banking industry operates. We sit down and tell him that they're going to be shifts, they're going to be relocations. So I think that expectation setting happens right at the onset, which really helps us to kind of equip our candidates to manage this block as well.
Tell me a little bit more from an alumni perspective. What happens when the student leaves the organization? Is there something like an alumni base that you go back to?
Yes, so we encourage all of our students to come to stay connected with the management. As we said that all our senior leadership is from the investment banking world, so we really encourage our students to keep connected, to stay connected with us, so that not only now but later on also their connections with the management, with the faculty will help them in their career.
Thank you, Shikha.
Thank you so much.